Yo, welcome to Premier League predictions for Gameweek 33. Starting with Saturday lunchtime, we've got Crystal Palace against West Ham United. I expect a big fight from both teams. We know that both teams are doing well at the moment. I mean, West Ham have shown a bit of recent good form, which has come out of nowhere. And I knew this West Ham squad are capable of it, but they haven't shown any of it until now. They'll go to Selhurst Park, with Crystal Palace, who suffered their first defeat under Roy Hodgson's return. So, my prediction is Crystal Palace 2, West Ham United 2. Brentford against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest got a massive 3 points against Brighton, didn't they? Though I had to say, a very tired Brighton from their FA Cup semi-final. But Forest won't care. It's 3 points, and 3 points in general, but more importantly, it's 3 points nearer to safety. So, but Brentford at home are a very good team, very hard team to beat. So I'm sorry, Nottingham Forest. I would say it's going to be Brentford 2, Nottingham Forest 1. On to the Amex. Brighton against Wolves. Well, I know that Brighton lost against Nottingham Forest. I know that one game after horrendously devastating penalty shootout defeat. It can happen. But I hope and I expect Brighton to bounce back, though they are short of depth in their squad. But I think Brighton will bounce back, hopefully, and win 2-0 against a Wolves who are better in recent times. But I think Brighton will win 2-0. On to Sunday. Only 3 games on Saturday. On to Sunday. We'll start at Bournemouth. Bournemouth against Leeds. I think Bournemouth are showing, despite that 4-0 defeat to West Ham, however they get on against Southampton tonight, Bournemouth against Leeds, I think it's going to be big. I expect Bournemouth to nick it. I think Leeds will show a bit more fight, as the reality of if they don't now, they're going to be really sucked into pretty much straightforward relegation. So fight now, otherwise going down with a whimper. So I'd say it's going to be Bournemouth 2, Leeds United 1. I think Bournemouth will be good enough. And then it's on to Craven Cottage for Fulham against Man City. I would love it if Fulham nicked a win here, I can't lie, but I can't see it. Haaland with De Bruyne and co. How incredible they were against Arsenal. They played like champions, and I think they'll carry on playing like champions. I'm sorry, Arsenal. That defeat last night for you could be where the title's lost, as well as the 3 games before that. But hey, this is Fulham against Man City. I think it's going to be Fulham 0, Man City 3. So yeah, that'd be at Craven Cottage. On to Old Trafford. Man United against Aston Villa. Villa have got the most informed team in the league under Unai Emery. And going to Old Trafford, it's going to be a good test for them, for their credentials. And I think that they will get a point. My prediction is going to be Manchester United 2, Aston Villa 2. But very good game. Very good game. On to St James's Park for Newcastle against Southampton. Sorry, Southampton. It's going to be a thrashing. It's going to be Newcastle 4, Southampton 0. That's the reality of how things are. Though Southampton showed great fights at the Emirates, I just don't think that this Newcastle, the form they're on, against the current form that Arsenal are on, especially that game, that kind of performance, I think Newcastle got quite a lot to them than that Newcastle, than that Arsenal. So yeah, I think 4-0 Newcastle. Liverpool against Spurs. Well, Spurs right now are really in the ruins, aren't they? They can't get a win, and I don't think they were at Anfield. I had to be brutally honest. They'll be lucky to get a 3-0 defeat at the moment, and I think that's how it will be. Liverpool 3, Spurs 0. That's my prediction for the last game on Sunday. Brutal as it can be, but hey. On to Monday Night Football. Two teams struggling to stay up. It's going to be a crap 1-1, if you can say that. I think it's going to be, to be fair, Leicester 1, Everton 1. Both teams really going to be lucky or show what it's needed, if they've got what's needed to stay in the Prem. So 1-1. On to the Emirates. Arsenal against Chelsea. Chelsea cannot beat anyone in the Premier League at the moment. They probably can't even beat Burnley at the moment, with no disrespect to Burnley. But I think Arsenal will bounce back and get a win. Now, I think it'll be Arsenal 3, Chelsea 1. I'm not going to be hated in Southern London for that, but okay. On to Wednesday, Liverpool against Fulham. I think Fulham have shown a bit more fight than I would expect Spurs to. And I think it'll be a close 2-1 win for Liverpool against Fulham. I think it'll be a very good game. So, 2-1 Liverpool. On to the Etihad, Man City against West Ham. I expect Man City to demolish West Ham with the current form. But I think West Ham will bounce back strongly from this defeat and learn the lessons. I hope so anyway, because I think West Ham will be playing Premier League next season. But Man City 5, West Ham 1. Brutal, I know, but that's my prediction. On to the Amex for Brighton against Manchester United. I think Brighton will take their chances against United at the Amex, unlike they did at Wembley. And my prediction, it will be Brighton 2, Manchester United 1. And that is my Premier League predictions. Cheers. I'm out, bye.